so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just close.
The words of Michael Alexander, excellent referee and a good fighter once upon a time. This is a terrific tussle expected here on DAZN. Caoimhin, chief support, and it's a cracking and heated, fiery matchup. Much look forward to in the trade between Ishmael Davis and Caoimhin Agyarko. Agyarko in the black and gold, who's never tasted defeat. Davis was undefeated in 13 until those fights with Josh Kelly and Serhii Boachuk, who fights later tonight and is probably about 6th in the world in the super welterweight rankings, so no disgrace there. He looks big in there, Davis, and he'll be pumping out that jab early on.
Yeah, he said he's going to start fast at the presser. He said he let Josh Kelly off the hook by starting far too late in that contest. We've seen already landing a couple of jabs, switching. I mean, it's down to Caoimhin Agyarko to stay disciplined, keep pumping that jab out, keep moving. He looks, as you say, Adam, big, Davis, doesn't he?
I think for me, he should be orthodox here, Davis, because the way Agyarko has that left hand low, stepping across to the left and swinging that right hand over the top, is going to really work for Davis.
He's grabbed hold of centre ring, switching orthodox to southpaw. He looks a weight above Agyarko at the moment as Agyarko tries to get his own jab going. He's fleet-footed, he's light, he's skillful, Agyarko.
And that's going to work for Agyarko, I think he wants to try and force Davis just to overcommit. He has fast hands and fast feet, Agyarko, so just if you get a little feint, just force Davis to throw. He's over that front foot, you can pepper him with combinations.
I think I expected Ishmael Davis to be on the front foot, certainly early in this contest. It's down to, again, Agyarko to box, move, be smart. For Davis, I think, yeah, the switching, I don't mind it. But start low, finish high. You see there, just missing. He's cute in defence, Agyarko, and you see there. Oh, he takes a shot there, a good right hand.
Yep, these right hands slung home by Davis. Not all of them are landing, but he's menacing early doors here. Ishmael Davis and a body shot as well. And it's as if to say, come on, you're in the bigger league now, the deeper pool. And he looks very, very confident here, Ishmael Davis.
Yeah, really good body language. Aggressive on the front foot. Stalking Agyarko. Landing good shots, not getting carried away, not getting greedy.
But he's still better, again, that overhand right, so he has to be in that orthodox position, that left foot forward.
Yeah, good movement, sorry, Darren, as well from Davis. And a little bit of swelling on the nose already of Agyarko. Good defence from Davis, who's definitely taken this first round.
The birth of a new legend.
You've got to be feet first and hand second. When you're giving them away, step over and then touch him and bring him up.
Justin Newell with Mark Bateson in there, Jack Stat, and our co-commentator and colleague Sonny Edwards putting the tracksuit on as well with his corner duties. Lee Eaton, big team around Ishmael Davis, very much in enemy territory. This is Caoimhin Agyarko's backyard. And they were telling him in the corner, Team Davis, that he won that first round, and Barry Jones, he did.
Yeah, he did. He was really proactive, took the centre ring, nice solid left hand. You just got to be careful he doesn't just follow Agyarko around, though, because Agyarko, he's always going to find it hard that first one to adjust to the weight. But when you get used to the weight of the shot, you can work off that then. Agyarko, he's a clever boxer, he has good movement, and he has an ability to nick rounds. So Davis got to keep his foot on the throttle here.
Yeah, you do feel he's more effective in that orthodox stance. It's almost as if he can't help himself. He's so used to changing stance and switching that sometimes he doesn't realise himself how much better he is.
We saw that with Molly McCann, didn't we, earlier?
Yeah, can just spoil your momentum sometimes. You're doing all the work and walking them down, and then you change stance, gives them an exit route on the other side. At times, not always, but at times.
Molly with a terrific professional debut. Pat Brown with a 2-round win, and Tyrone McKenna beating Dylan Moran in 7. Good action so far. And Ishmael Davis opening up here with meaty-looking combinations. A wry smile from Agyarko.
It was a good left hook from Agyarko, I thought. He just caught him on the move and then held his feet, and Davis fired back.
He's in and out, Agyarko. He was good, wasn't he, when we saw him against Ryan Kelly, which was another 50-50. But he's just getting into people's consciousness now, Agyarko.
Could fake a little more there, Agyarko. Try and draw out the lead of Davis. Then you can look for the counter. Kind of just waiting for something to happen. You can make that happen by feinting.
And that's what he wants. He didn't make him pay for it, but he wants Davis to do that. Swing from too far out. Once you're over that front foot, you're a target to be hit. If Agyarko can use that speed to let those combinations off and then get out of the way, that will frustrate Davis.
Better from Agyarko. Good defence from Davis, but gets a body shot in. And there's the difference maybe in hand speed that Agyarko brings. He moves well and he comes in from angles.
He's got a counter. That lazy, at times he just pours out the jab, Agyarko. He won't snap it out, and he tries to sort of keep the distance and push off with the left. That's when Davis has to fire over with the right hand.
And with that right hand as well, sometimes with Davis, just aim for that shoulder, aim for that left shoulder, just bang it right down the middle.
Oh, good left hand.
Clever round this from Caoimhin Agyarko. Made it 1 apiece here. He's just done more. Paddy Donovan and Andy Lee, they're a team that go back years. Hands wrapped. Time ticking. Not long now. The headphones in for Lewis Crocker. Where are the AirPods? It's a bit old-fashioned.
I'll tell you what, Adam, it gets no bigger than this. This is huge. It's been set up perfectly from that first fight. Now we have the world title on the line. Cracker.
What did you listen to on the Walkman?
I don't think I had control of it. I was kind of told what I had to do and had to listen to.
Did you have music beforehand or inspirational words, Barry?
I can't really tell you what I used to listen to be honest. But all I know is when you get your hands wrapped, that's the worst, because you've got to sit still. And then you can get in your own head, because all you've got is thoughts. You can't move and relax and keep moving. You have to sit still and wait, and that's the worst part for me always, is getting your hands wrapped.
Not long now, 45 minutes or so to the main event. Back to this, Ishmael Davis won the opening round, but just had trouble dealing with the reflexes, the speed, the pace and the clever boxing of Caoimhin Agyarko in the second. What happens next?
And that's why I'm saying you've got to be careful. This is following round like you did Josh Kelly. You know, you cut that ring off a little more effectively and stay in the one stance. I would say that much.
Body shots being swapped between the pair. He's looking to really dig a couple in, but lovely work there.
Yeah, a bit sharper with the counters, Agyarko.
Davis is getting too close. I mean, you want to put the pressure on Agyarko, but just keep a little middle distance to long distance and punch, because you've got the longer reach.
It's a lovely body shot that went in there from Caoimhin Agyarko, right through the middle. Looking for the uppercut as well. Ishmael Davis applying the pressure, but how many of these shots are actually getting through?
And I think he's too close. They really get the effective work in to drive through the punches.
I think he's trying to put a dent in Agyarko, really lean on and make him feel that physical presence. He's got to keep the elbows tucked in, Davis. He's landed a few uppercuts, hasn't he, Agyarko? And if he can find the hook after he's lifted the chin of Davis, it'll be damaging.
Yeah, just trying to back him up onto ropes, not give him space. Davis up tight, close and personal, but Agyarko very, very swift and clever, and the scoring shots are coming from him.
And also, Agyarko's not pushing against Davis, so that's pushing him and tying him out is not working. He's not resisting. He's just covering up and letting you push him back, and using your momentum to find the gap to throw the uppercut through the middle.
He fires that right hand, Agyarko. He really takes his head to the left. And the left to the body's there for him. All the left hook upstairs. He's got an opportunity to fire a second shot in.
And he's making Davis look clumsy, Barry, here.
He is, but that range there is what Davis needs to throw at. He didn't land then, but that's the range. He's a little too close for me now. That's allowing Agyarko to let his punches go. You've got the longer reach. Throw long. You put pressure on him behind the punches. Don't walk up and then throw.
Another really good body shot went in from Agyarko, and Davis hitting fresh air. This is clever for the man from Belfast. And he's smiling his way through this round. He's enjoying it now. He's found some rhythm here. Here's Agyarko and a lovely countering left hook. And Davis just stuck in the mud. This is really good work from Agyarko. Really good. Back we go. Charlie has Andy Lee with him.
Backstage here with Andy Lee. Not long to go now until your man Paddy Donovan gets in the ring. Redemption this time round.
Yeah, listen, the way it went last time, it had to happen. It was the plan that God had, and I said it to Paddy on the day. Because if it didn't happen the first time like that, we wouldn't be here tonight fighting for the world title. And so we accept it, and we're ready for this moment.
Cool, calm and collected all week. Why are you so sure your man gets the job done tonight?
I think, wait and see. I think he's the best boxer Ireland's produced in a long, long time, if not ever. Let's see how he goes tonight. He's in tremendous form.
Message to all the fans back home watching.
Thank you all for the support and messages. Appreciate them all, and get behind Donovan. He's a champion. He's going to be a champion that the whole of Ireland can support and appreciate, and he's a guy who will compete at the highest level in this sport for a long time.
Andy, top man, thank you very much. All the best. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Charlie. Andy Lee was telling me the other day how highly he rates Paddy Donovan. He thinks he could become the best fighter Ireland's ever produced. Well, he's got to do it within the rules and right tonight, and we could just have a star on our hands. We'll see. First of all, we've got to get through this. Ishmael Davis and Caoimhin Agyarko at super welterweight. The WBA Continental title on the line, which is good for the WBA ratings. And Agyarko's got a real foothold in this now, Darren.
He has, and it's the speed that's troubling Davis, and he's got to try and sharpen up Davis, certainly when he's inside. He's just getting out-counted, and again, it's the speed and the know-how and the accuracy from Agyarko.
It's the threat. Okay, Davis, when he was walking up to him and throwing a bit longer, the threat of that long right hand or that solid jab was putting Agyarko in a defensive mode, and he wasn't fighting. But now he's walking up to him. Agyarko set himself to throw those shots. Certainly that uppercut through the middle.
I love the way he throws that body shot and whips in the right uppercut, and then he goes to the other side as well. He's clever, Agyarko. He's worked long and hard for these sort of opportunities. And Ishmael Davis, who's coming off those two defeats.
And remember, it's the pedigree as well, Adam, from Caoimhin Agyarko. What did Davis have? A handful of amateur fights at most. Agyarko, decorated amateur. I'd like to see him. He throws a lovely left to the body, Agyarko. The elbows are wide of Davis. That's where you can fire through the uppercut as opposed to the left hook.
Back to southpaw. Ishmael Davis trying to break this pattern.
That's better. Better for him. Just punching that, using that length, that reach. But Agyarko's got that turn of pace in his work that Davis hasn't really shown. He might have it, Davis. He hasn't shown it yet. And that's when they're in close, he can rattle off those combinations, he can click quicker. From a standing start, if you will.
Yeah, there's more of a rhythm to Agyarko as well. A natural sort of swagger, and he utilises every bit of the ring, doesn't he?
But on the flip side, Davis is making him work.
A lot of pressure.
Yep, a lot of pressure.
Good job.
And we'll see how that maybe impacts the latter rounds, because he's so big and broad, Ishmael Davis, and he's been in those fights with Josh Kelly and Serhij Boacek. He knows what it's like at the higher level. Better from Davis here.
Yeah, just shortening up the shots, a bit quicker. before he threw that right hook, he was hitting the arms of Agyarko, but not missing, and that's important.
Bubbling nicely, isn't it, this one? This chief support as the two of them fire at each other on the bell. Undefeated Puerto Rican southpaw Oscar Colazzo putting his WBO and WBA minimum the titles on the line against Jason Naveson, the Filipino. It's live from Indio in California. That's Saturday, September the 20th. November the 1st. A big date for your diaries. I was talking to Errol Johnson earlier, who's got Zach Parker training hard for his opportunity against the popular and excellent Joshua Buatsi, who was in Fight of the Year candidate against Callum Smith. What a battle that was, Barry and Riyadh.
And so even though he lost, I think he showed so much how brave he is, how great of a chin he has, and how he can dig through it. I mean, so even though he lost, I think he gained in many ways people's respect, and also to himself what he can do when his back's against the wall.
See Sonny in the corner of Ishmael Davis saying he's breathing already. Get to work. I think they want to see Davis just inject a bit more pace into this contest.
The blue and white of Ishmael Davis. And Caoimhin Agyarko in the black and gold, looking for victory number 18. He hasn't lost as a professional. And that O has always got something, hasn't it?
It has. Look, you're defending something. A lot of the time, it can be detrimental because it stops you doing things because of the fear of losing. Where Ishmael Davis doesn't have that, but he is boxing nicely here, Agyarko. Just a step ahead, a bit quicker. I agree with Sonny Edwards and the team. Just sharpen up and get a bit busier.
I just think that sometimes you've got to walk up and punch, sometimes you've got to walk behind the punches. It's for different horses for courses. And for me, Davis got to walk behind the punches. That's how I feel. I mean, he's making Agyarko work hard, but he's having success when he's working hard, so mentally he's going to be motivated. And then with that, you find the physical strength to keep going. You've got to just take away his confidence a little bit.
Right hand to the body of Agyarko, back to the head. Davis threatening, but not delivering as quickly as Agyarko.
Every time Davis throws a single shot, if I was Agyarko, I'd throw in 2s and 3s, and then just take your foot on the outside and just little pivot to the left. Bang, 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 and move every time.
He's just seeing the shots coming, as he does there. Look, he misses the counter left hook, but he's able to avoid the shot coming his way from Davis.
Yeah, it's really good boxing on the back foot from Agyarko. Davis, again, trying to get in close.
Good work there from Jack. He not only span him off the ropes, he changed his feet and then just threw a nice little combination as he moved away.
This is better. Good work from Davis. The pressure's good. Not loading up with the shots, but he's sharpened up. There was some good lefts to the body. Looks menacing, doesn't he, on that front foot?
He certainly does. He did early doors, Ishmael Davis. It's all about slowing Agyarko down.
Still early.
It is early, but Agyarko with that big smile and moving nicely. I think he's outboxing Davis.
Yeah, he is, certainly is. Boxing really well, under pressure.
Moments where you land it, but then when you're backing up against something, he's getting on top. He's not landing on it. No, but he's young and judges start thinking they're getting on top of you, okay? That's it. When you have success, go again, nail him again, and every time his hands come high, he's gapped the body. You've got to start slowing down, thinking their body shot. Mount up then, okay?
The words of Stephen Smith, the number 2 brother in the fabulous 4. Paul, Liam and Callum. Andy O'Neill, famous cut man in the corner too. Not needed at the moment because he's clean and he's looking good. Caoimhin Agyarko into the 6th round, WBA super welterweight continental title on the line, looking for victory number 18, Agyarko. Ishmael Davis has won 13 of 15. He turned over in 2018, Davis, on the small hall scene, the Ellen Road banquet suite at Leeds United. But had those 2 big nights against Josh Kelly and Sergey Bohacek. Here comes Agyarko, and it's the speed and combinations and movement that Davis has got to try and somehow stop.
Look at the difference. The first few seconds, first 20 seconds for Davis was class because he was quicker, but the response from Agyarko here, very impressive.
The jab from Davis was fantastic. He was stepping behind it, it was nice and fast, and he threw a 1-2 after he landed with the first jab because he felt confident.
See that Agyarko just slightly busier. Punches thrown through 5.
Yep, landed. Just a slight advantage to Davis, but not sure that tells the exact story. I've got Agyarko up.
Yeah, he's winning this fight, but I'm telling you now, if he's trying to put a dent in Agyarko, Davis, he still needs to work.
You can't afford to give rounds away, can you? I mean, he is making Agyarko work hard, and will that tell on the stretch? We'll have to find out. What Davis is menacing. We see him in the corner before he started the round. He just massively stood up.
I don't think he needs to be doing this, Agyarko. He's holding his feet a little bit too long here.
Body shot from Agyarko, but Davis sucking it up, and there's the physical strength of Davis.
Yeah, it sounded good, that Adam, but I think he hit with the fingers, so it was a bit of a slapping sound. Didn't quite get the purchase that he desired.
Still looking strong, Davis.
Yeah, that was better variation. Sorry, Barry. He threw the right uppercut, then the left hook.
And the forearm. I don't mind that if you can get away with it. Just create that bit of space to let the second phase of attack go.
Yeah, this is good from Davis, yeah.
It's just, this is down to Agyarko holding his feet far too long, sitting in the pocket, and just allowing Davis to have success.
Best round in a while for Ishmael Davis, as Agyarko just stays flat-footed and he doesn't want to be there.
It could be right, Sonny Edwards. He does look like he's breathing slightly heavier, Agyarko.
You know what? He went on his heels, Agyarko, just now. I'm not sure whether he was just balanced or he got hurt. It was a weird little sensation.
And I think there's some blood from the nose. Maybe the breathing is becoming a tad harder. This is a very big physical guy in front of him in Ishmael Davis.
You can feel it, can he, Davis, as well? You can just feel the difference.
Momentum swing here as we come to the halfway mark, and Agyarko's really felt that. Let's get over to Jamie, who's got Giorgio, Connor and Joe with him.
Yeah, straight to you, Joe Cordina. How are you seeing this at the halfway stage?
Ishmael started off very well. He's assertive with his jab, beating him to the punch every single time. But the last 2 rounds I've given to Caoimhin. He's landing a lot more consistently, and yeah, it's making out to be a very good fight.
Yeah, for you, Giorgio, as well. What do you see as the keys to victory for both guys now?
Yeah, it's starting to get very interested in the fight. I thought it started off very well, but I think Keegan's come back into it, and I think it's cracking. It's brewing. The fight's brewing. I think it's really good.
That last round in particular, Connor, a good round for Ishmael Davis there. That 6th round. How do you see it?
I can't hear you.
Well, listen.
I'm saying I've got Ishmael Davis 4 rounds up to 2. But it's a good fight.
Great stuff, Connor. We'll come back to you guys.
Well, it's interesting how everybody's seeing it. The boys favouring Ishmael Davis, come forward aggression. It's maybe sort of what you like. I've got Caoimhin Agyarko up, but I think Ishmael Davis won that last round and looked menacing. I'm going to bring Carl in. What do you think, Carl?
I think the last round was probably the easiest round to score in the fight, and we all give it to Ishmael Davis, but the boys give it the other way to Agyarko. So I mean, it just shows you there's a difference in how people score fights. But I have it a little bit closer. I think I have it level at this stage. But Ishmael is looking really, really strong, and I think Caoimhin is starting to slow down a wee bit. But Darren mentioned it. He allows Ishmael to have success when he holds his feet.
Looks like he's had a kick up the backside here, though. Agyarko, he's moving, he's back on his bike, he's a bit more free-flowing here with the work.
It'll be interesting, if he can't turn the turn of pace that he had earlier on, if that's not there, then you know he's in trouble, I think, for Agyarko. I think that's going to be the telling point. If at some point he can battle off a combination, and he loses that, then I think Davis can start to walk through him potentially.
Carl, whose corner would you rather be in at this stage?
I'd say Ishmael Davis is being honest. He's on the front foot. Good shot there. He's pushing Caoimhin back. Caoimhin's, he's trying here, and he's doing the right thing now by holding on, moving, holding, pushing him back to the centre. But we need to see it happening more.
And also he's punching for survival. Not survival, he's not in that much trouble, but where before he was looking to pick the target to actually land shots to score, he's throwing just to keep him at bay. And then that's a different perspective.
And I think as well, if you were to look at the gas tank, I feel there's plenty more left in the Davis as opposed to Agyarko. But this is a better response though from Agyarko, I'll say, after that 6th round.
I mean, Serhij Boacek stopped him, but he was good against Josh Kelly, wasn't he? Ishmael Davis, really good over the distance.
He was good at the end. He got a box for most of the fight, that's to be honest, but it was a massive step up at late notice, so there's no shame. What he showed is he's tough, and he believes in himself. Even though he was losing rounds, he kept getting up and trying to win that next round, regardless of the result of the previous round.
Still he marches forward. Davis looking so big and strong. Agyarko just looks at Stephen Smith in the corner. It's getting hard in there for him. He's boxing well still, holding himself together.
Do you know, it's really difficult, Adam, when you're in Caoimhin Agyarko's position here, and you want a little second, 1 or 2 seconds here or there, and this guy's just got his hands up, he's in your face again. It's demoralising.
And there's a welt under the right eye developing as well, a bit like Chris Eubank had against Carl Thompson, which squeezed tight, and that doesn't look good for Agyarko, and Andy O'Neill's going to have to work on that. It's a hard night's work, and
listen, you're fucking blowing it. You're fucking blowing it. Right. You're blowing it. You let him off. Okay. Feet first, hands second. Okay. Lighten them up, quick. If you're getting a breather, get it on the inside. Okay. Do not let him off. He's at both eyes and nearly shut.
Remember that 12th round against Coach Kelly?
Okay. Quick, you've got it in you. You're saving it for yourself. Yeah. You're saving it for yourself. You've got to let him go.
well, they're reading in the riot act, and they want to step on him right here, right now, Barry.
Shades of Angelo Dundee against Leonard against Tommy Hearn. You're blowing it, kid. You're blowing it. I thought you had a good run, but I know what they're saying. I think they're saying consistent, constant pressure, suffocating with the pressure now.
I think they know he's had a good 4 or 5 minutes, and they want just for him to put the accelerator down and try and snap and stop the mobility of Caoimhin Agyarko, because if they can do that down the stretch, it's going to be really tough for the Belfast guy.
What they want to see more of from Davis is not just stalking your man, letting the hands go as well. You know, you're bringing your front foot in, but you're getting there and you're not throwing nothing, so get busy. Oh, he lands a nice right hook there, Davis.
You've got to anything behind that jab now for Davis. Just see, he started off the round like he did a couple of rounds ago. 3 really solid left hands. They were fast. He was stepping behind them with weight down, pushing Agyarko back, and then he just threw an good shot.
Good shot from Davis. There's the accuracy. Maybe that extra hardened professional experience. They've got 13 knockouts between them. This has always looked like a long fight on paper, but Davis is just beginning to get that jab set from the southpaw stance, and he looks really strong.
Good response there from Agyarko there. Nice little 3-punch combination. He might get a second wind at some point. You don't know. He just needs a bit of success to give him that confidence, a little bit of an adrenaline boost.
Darren, both smiling at each other. There's so much respect between the pair. It's a really good match.
It really is, and you know, a lot of kidology, body language can really send, you know, bad signals to your opponent if you're looking like like you're enjoying yourself in there. And out of the two, I would say it's Davis who is, you know, he's still able to increase the tempo, but it looks as if it's a real effort for Agyarko to really get the shots off now.
Him fighting in burst now, Agyarko, is getting the gaps are getting further and further apart, aren't they? Again, I talked about it a couple of rounds ago. If he loses that turn of pace, that acceleration of pace that he had.
That looks bad. Yeah, it does. It really does. And this, I think, was the round, wasn't it, that Thompson beat Eubank April 9th. That second fight when the eye just absolutely went. They're going to have to get the iron on it, because if he can't see out of that right eye, he's got a heap of trouble. Caoimhin Agyarko, the tide has turned. Ishmael Davis on the front foot, and he looks confident now.
This is the hurt business. You keep throwing that left hand. If you're in the southpaw stance, you throw the left hand and you try and worsen that eye. If you're out of the orthodox stance, you get the jab, the left hook working. Try and make that as bad as you possibly can.
A good response from Agyarko. That's what he needs, a little bit of that. He won't bend the confidence of Davis, but it'll give him a little bit of confidence to throw again. Relentless, isn't he?
The warrior that is Ishmael Davis, who just marauding forward, some good technical ability, some just to fight. And Agyarko's back with a right hand and a smile from Davis. And what's left in the Belfast boys' tank? Can't wait to see, but we all can't wait to see the main attraction, which is next.
What's happening, Belfast? Guess who's back?
You want to see me become world champion? That's dude.
Ecology ahead of the big one. Meanwhile, Caoimhin Agyarko has got a really nasty right eye, which Michael Alexander just had a slight look at. Might need doctor's intervention at some point. 4 rounds to go. Agyarko certainly won rounds in this fight, but the body language and the momentum is certainly with Ishmael Davis now.
Yeah, it is. You've had a couple of really good rounds, Davis. Solid, punching a little bit longer, and they're really putting the pressure here on Agyarko. Look at the punches he's landed there. More thrown by Agyarko, but the accuracy, and certainly the power punches.
It's close though, only 3 apart in punches landed, but the shift is certainly with Davis, and Agyarko's got work to do here, and the corner are getting him to move and box, but has he got the legs still at this stage of the fight?
Well, Davis as well, he's up the tempo himself, starting to let more lever fly. That was good defence from Agyarko, and then fight back with the right hand again. Good work.
2 right hands from Agyarko, excellent work, and a body shot as well. This is a really good spell for the Belfast fighter, but Davis just smiles as if to say, you can't hurt me.
But if he can just tip his legs a bit, Agyarko, when he throws that shot, he'll have a different dynamic to it.
He's got to finish these combinations with the left hook, Davis. And he needs to keep that right hand high. Agyarko, he can't afford to be taking any left hooks with that eye so badly damaged.
Good shot there from Davis there, rolling that left hook.
Jabs from Agyarko, Davis chopping away with hooks. Styles really gelling here for a good co-main event. It's a fantastic scrap this.
He let him off the hook there, didn't he, Barry?
Way too long.
You get your man back on the ropes. You've done the hard part, let your shots go.
Body shots from Davis. Agyarko coming back with uppercuts. This is a round, a savage round, that might just be the key here. Who can go back to his corner with the advantage at the end of the night?
A couple of deep breaths from Davis there, and some swelling under his right eye, I believe.
It's the first time we've seen Agyarko for about 3 or 4 rounds. They just really accelerate with his work.
It's the second win this from Caoimhin Agyarko. Davis back with an uppercut. It's a really hard round, a tough round. Good work from Agyarko backhand.
Brilliant round this.
Whoa. Round of the fight, definitely. And Agyarko might have nicked it despite The terrible swelling to the eye.
Breathe. Go.
He's fucking knackered. He's feeling it. See that right hand? 10 minutes. If these are in too close, take a step back and do the biggest right hand I think you've ever fucking done.
See, this is where the damage really started to show on that eye of Agyarko. Yeah, nice right hand as he walks forward. You can see in that replay a glimpse, and again here, that eye in round 9.
Round 10. 9 minutes left. 3 judges at ringside from Italy, from Poland, and our very own excellent Howard Foster just in front of us. I'm going to go over to our excellent Carl Frampton. How are you seeing it? Is Davis ahead now, and what happens?
Well, Darren's wife has been marking the scorecard down, so she hasn't told me what it is, but I think I gave Caoimhin Agyarko the last round there. I think that it was important that he won that round because Davis was starting to get on top and get in control. He showed a lot of courage to come through that and dig deep and bite down the gum shield, so let's see if he can improve on that.
It did look to me, Adam, it was the first signs that Davis was starting to feel the pace of this contest in that previous round.
The ebbs and flows of this fight. Davis starting off while Agyarko having a good few rounds, and then Davis back. Agyarko maybe nicking the last one. It could be all on the line here in these last few minutes.
And Agyarko knows how to nick rounds. He's done it quite effectively throughout his career. And also it's important for Davis to have a good solid round here, just to take a little bit of confidence away from Agyarko. Oh, good shot. Good right hand there from Davis.
Double up that left hook, Davis. Good jab though from Agyarko. Like to see him finish with the right hand roll after. And again, speed is so important here. You don't get sloppy and don't just throw for the sake of it.
But Davis doesn't need fast hands to throw 1-2. He just needs to get the rhythm right. And almost like a boom boom. Because if he punches long, he hammers down that right hand.
Oh, good work from both.
Both of them have got wins over Troy Williamson, who we saw in an absolute firecracker against Mark Dickinson last weekend. Troy getting his career back up and running. And these two are trying to dig really deep late on. Who's trained that little bit harder? The stamina, the fitness.
Who's willing to leave it all in the ring here at Windsor Park to get their arm raised?
I think the both are, boys. They're having a go here anyway, aren't they?
It's great to see, isn't it? A fan-friendly fight, but with real technical skills too from the pair of them. That eye of Agyarko is beautiful there with a combination. He puts his punches together so well. At times, body shot from Davis, but is Agyarko just nicking these last rounds?
I tell you what, you cannot question his heart or desire or will to win.
And you go on about thought and wrestling, but this is like muscle memory, you know. They're so tired.
Look at that between the two. Warriors, gladiators, and we're very nearly at Crocker Donovan 2. Billy Nelson, Andy Lee, two of the best, most established trainers in the business. Lewis Crocker, unbeaten. Paddy Donovan would have been unbeaten, but for the controversy of their first fight. Donovan was winning it with ease, really. But was that the best Lewis Crocker? He says no. What happens in a few minutes' time? It's one of the most anticipated fights and rematches in a long time.
It's just set up perfectly, it really is. This crowd here are going to make themselves heard. No doubt it's going to be a memorable contest, a great rematch with the world title on the line.
It's really filled up. Eddie Hearn said about 2 hours ago there were 9,000 in. There's probably nearly 20,000 in to see the end of this one. Ishmael Davis, Caoimhin Agyarko. It's been a very good fight. That eye is being looked at by the doctor. And he's allowed to go on. They've done a good job, Andy O'Neill and the team, in that red corner, because Caoimhin didn't need that. Ishmael Davis is pressure, relentless. Caoimhin Agyarko barriers boxed really well in spells, hasn't he?
Yeah, he had, and the tremendous pressure from round one, because Davis is just physically being impressive in front of him all the time. And these are the rounds now, however tired you are, you can almost see the finishing on here, so it gives you that little bit of a oomph, just to put an extra bit of energy into your work. If you have it, you'll find it.
Yeah, excellent chance from Agyarko. There's a snap, Darren, back to his work.
Yeah, sharp, nimble with the feet, and yeah, that light at the end of the tunnel helps with that. You said that second wind, that being able to increase the tempo, really get to work knowing you're almost there.
When you're tired, your concentration wins, and that's when you get caught with shots, the shots you don't see. That's when you start to unravel. So focus and concentration for both, especially for the Agyarko, is very important. Solid right hand there from Davis to the body.
Also, it might be a case of what you like, the forward aggression of Davis, the
which has been constant
of Agyarko. Remember, the boys back there had Davis up at the halfway mark by quite a way. We didn't agree.
Again, it's just that extra bit of sharpness, isn't it, from Agyarko?
Back comes Davis, though. Again, the answers. Whenever you think Agyarko's just boxing in a rhythm and back the Leeds man comes, it's a really good fight.
Oh, good shot there from Davis as well, nice left hand.
I tell you what, these two could do it again. Eddie Hearn must be loving it at ringside. The trade have really looked forward to this one. Yes, we've got Crocker Donovan and, of course, Canelo Crawford in the early hours. But hardcore boxing fans knew this would be a good one.
And this is a fight where it's all about digging deep and all the rest of it, but you've got to keep the technical aspect, because you make a mistake, you've got to get paid for it. You can't just swing from the rafters.
And we just see it there from Agyarko. He landed 2 shots and he moved, and he landed another shot as he does there, the left hook. But it's the exit after. He's not, well, as I was about to say, he's not holding his feet. He does there, and it allows Davis to land a couple of shots of his own.
Davis just seemed to hurt him momentarily, I thought, Agyarko. Just the legs went slightly. I wonder if Davis noticed that. There was some heavy work on the inside there, and I think Agyarko just felt that.
Oh, nice from Davis.
Davis again marauding forward. Agyarko on his feet.
Yeah, moving well there, Agyarko, and punching on the move as well, I thought.
Clever boxing from Agyarko, and real speed there, like he started the 11th. Wow, they trained hard for this one. Caoimhin Agyarko with a fist to the air. Let's get to see how the 3 guys have got it with Jamie.
Okay, Joe, 1 round to go. How have you got it? How are you scoring it?
Shane, do you know what? There's a couple of rounds that are a little bit nip and tuck, and I can't choose, but I might be choosing with my hat over than my head. But I've got it 7 rounds done for Ishmael.
Giorgio, could this come down to the last 3 minutes? How are you seeing it from ringside?
I think so. It's a very tough one to score. They're both, every time each one lands, they're coming back at it. So, but yeah, I have Ish up by 1 round at the moment, and I think it's down to the last round for sure. And I think Ish is just doing a bit more with the pressure.
Shades of Conor Walker spirit in the ring from both here. How have you got it, Conor?
Yeah, 7-4, I've got it, but they could quite easily go each way on some of them rounds. It's a great fight. I think it all ends on this round. Everything else on this round.
11 down, 1 to go.
Thanks, Jamie. All 3 have Ishmael Davis in front. I'm going to go to you, Carl. Who's going to win this?
I don't know. I mean, it's so close. There's a lot of hard rounds to score, and sometimes Caoimhin does some nice stuff, but it depends what you like. The pressure, the judges could like the pressure that's being applied by Ishmael, but I thought Caoimhin done really well in that last round. He looked good in spells. It could be as close as whoever wins this round wins the fight.
Barry, Darren.
Yeah, I mean, it's so close. I can make a case for both. I can. The pressure from Davis has been constant throughout, but so is the clean boxing from Agyarko on the back foot.
Yeah, you might get some conflicting scorecards here, because again, a lot of the rounds are close. Quality over quantity, pressure over the counter-punch movement. That's a push. I know he's calling.
Oh, he's going to call it. Michael Alexander calls the knockdown, and that could be the difference. Even Agyarko complains bitterly. Was that a push? Was that a knockdown? Michael has called it, and therefore it could be a 10-8 round, and that might be the difference.
He's in the best place to see it, but from our vantage point, the first reaction was it was a bit of a push. Just the way we went over almost on his heels, didn't he?
And that spurred Ishmael Davis on for a grandstand finish here. And Caoimhin Agyarko, all his good work, but it might have come undone, and he's furious about it.
He's landed a couple of nice left hooks inside though, Agyarko on the back foot.
So it's Davis there.
Look at this from Davis. Agyarko swinging from the hip now. It's coming down to who wants it more at Windsor Park.
Exactly that.
Punching angry now, Agyarko, isn't he?
Well, he will be really upset about that, and I want to look back at it, but it's been done. It's been scored 10-8, and it will, in just over a minute, go down to the judges' cards, and it'll be fascinating to see how they've got it.
Well, Davis just got to be busy now. If he's busy in this round, well, it almost don't matter how much lands, he'll win a 10-8, and that might be enough for him to win the fight.
Both exchanging jabs there, heavy jabs as well. What a fight it's been.
It's been a great fight, Darren. I think Agyarko might have nicked the last couple. Davis winning this one 10-8, so a penny for the thoughts of the judges. Will we have a draw? Will Davis just nick it? Will Caoimhin Agyarko remain undefeated? Let's roll it again.
Yeah, I'll see this again. Just over 20 seconds to go in this final round.
Committed to that left hand there, Davis.
Both are going to think they've won it. I think the Davis corner, especially so after the knockdown. 10 seconds to go. Sonny Edwards living every moment. So is Stephen Smith. Have a look at this. Right at the end of 12 terrific rounds. Live on the zone from Windsor Park. And we haven't even got to the main event. Both of them start celebrating. They believe they've got it. Caoimhin Agyarko boxed really well throughout that. But so much pressure from Ishmael Davis, who believes he's silenced the Belfast fans, who have the three judges from Italy, from Poland, and from Britain got it.
Regardless of the result, both of their stock have risen this evening. Brilliant fight. They both showed us so much heart, desire, will to win, and that they belong at the top of these rankings domestically.
That was a great finish to a really enjoyable fight for us, by the way, maybe not for them. A really great finish that was. That was just all heart, that last round. Great watch. And honest God, hats off to the pair of those. They couldn't have given any more.
I thought the fight got better and better.
Yes, it did. But once you start getting fatigue sets in, you start seeing a bit more mistakes and what they're made of. And what we found out with these two, they're made of stern stuff. Let's see that one more time. That looks like a trip, if anything.
Well, Caoimhin was absolutely devastated. A punch didn't land, but was he already on the way?
Oh, yeah,
It will be a 10-8, surely, on the cards. And could that split them, or has Agyarko done enough in the other rounds?
Look at this. Again, just absolutely just nothing left, but just swinging with everything they got. Look at that, Jack. You can't ask more than that. Just swinging your body off the line just to try and hit the tackles and try to just stop the guy from walking onto you.
I think if this is a draw, they've got to do it again. But
I think
even if it's split, I'd like to see it. Why not? from Leeds, Ishmael Davis to Dom.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here in Belfast, we go to the judges' scorecards. Howard Foster, 115, 112, Ishmael Davis. Gregors Melinda, 114, 113, Caoimhin Agyarko.
One each.
And Luigi Boscarelli scores this contest 114, 113 for your winner by split decision. He's still undefeated and still the WBA Continental Super Welterweight Champion, Black Thunder, Caoimhin Agyarko.
Tantalizingly close all the way through. One each on the cards.